Good morning. It's 7 a.m. on day one. We're right here in Union Station. The Crawford Hotel is part of it. We're grabbing coffee now because at 8 a.m. we're going to gather with all our fellow passengers and go outside at Union Station and get on the train. Hey, come on in. We're in the Crawford Hotel, which is right inside Union Station in downtown Denver. And this is where they put you up the first night before you ride the new Canyon Spirit. Check this room out. It's fantastic. And here's a feature I don't think I've ever seen before. Look right out the window. It's the actual train station because we're in Union Station. That's where we're going to pick up our train later. This Union Station is beautiful. So Union Station here in Denver is not just used by Canyon Spirit, but the RTD, the local transit system, also uses it to bring in their trains, and they've just installed these fantastic new digital signs. That's one of the problems people always have when they come into a station is, how do I know where to go? How long is it going to take? How to get around when you get to the station? One of the keys to getting more people to ride is to give them great information. So tell me about the new Canyon Spirit.
Yeah, so the new Canyon Spirit is it's an extension of our original route that we used to operate as Rocky Mountain Air. It was a 2-day route between Denver and Moab.
That's the one you and I did together a few years ago.
That's the one we did last time, correct. So now it's a 3-day route extending all the way into Salt Lake City. And the reason why, two things of why we rebranded and extended. One, the extension going into Salt Lake City helps us by opening us up into an international airport where it's easier to get guests in and out. And two, the reason why we rebranded a Canyon Spirit is looking at when we started Rocky Mountain Air, we don't exactly go through just the Rocky Mountain region here in the US. We go through different landscapes and we kind of change geography and scenery from one day to the next, but we go through a lot of canyons. And so where the Canyon Spirit comes from is going through a lot of canyons, but the Spirit, kind of homage to the Native American lands that we flow through, as our train kind of flows through there like a spirit.
Great. Well, I can't wait to ride it. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah. All aboard the Canyon Spirit. We're about to take you with us on this episode of Transit Unplugged TV on the brand new Maiden Voyage of the Canyon Spirit. A 3-day rail adventure across America's Wild West, stopping in 2 cities along the way and ending up in Salt Lake City. I'm Paul Comfort. Come with me on this journey to experience fabulous gourmet food, the sights and sounds, the canyons, the rivers, the wildlife, and a great experience of what it's like to ride luxury excursion trains across America. And we're on board. Wow, this is an amazing car here. We're gonna find our seat and they start you off with drinks as soon as you get on board. Look at that. She's already got me taken care of with orange juice. Thanks. All right, so they're gonna come by in a minute. I'm gonna get the waffles. Look at the, they start off with the scone, and then we'll get the waffles with lemon whip and local honey. It ought to be great. With breakfast, you get multiple options. One option would be the garden frittata. And then I got the waffles, the golden sugar waffles with local Colorado honey. Looks fantastic. This is 5-star food. Great seats on Canyon Spirit, so you don't lean into the person in front of you. You push this button, seat goes out. You can relax. Lots of leg room here. You can pull out your table, have room for your whatever you're eating, because you're not going to be on your laptop here because there's no Wi-Fi. You're supposed to enjoy the journey. We're going to go exploring. There's 2 lounge cars on board the Canyon Spirit. This is one I used to call the smooth jazz car, but they've upgraded it now. It's more like a modern car. We'll show you the cowboy car in a minute. Check out these comfortable chairs. You can relax, have a drink. of grapefruit juice and enjoy the ride. This is the second lounge car. I call it the cowboy car. It's fun. There's a bar here, snacks all the time. Great place to kind of sit back and relax. It's not like a normal train ride, is it? One of the other great things about the Canyon Spirit is not only the food, but even the bars are all inclusive. What are you drinking? Now we're on the fun car. We're inside one of the 49 tunnels that are on this route, showing the power of blasting through the mountains in order to make the railroads connect across America. Keith, great to meet you. You're the train manager?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of basically the operations and the communications between our dispatch, our onboard crews, and making sure our overall operation goes as smoothly as possible.
That's great. We're on this maiden voyage of the Canyon Spirit. Tell us about it.
This is probably one of the most unique travel routes that you'll be able to go through because you're going through the Rocky Mountains, and then we'll go into Utah and you'll see that environment as well.
All right, first course for lunch, an arugula cranberry salad, champagne vinaigrette. Looks fantastic. This again is like 5-star dining on the train. Excellent. All right, tell me what we got here.
So you have your local Colorado trout. It is honey glazed with a chili. It is from the Colorado River water out of reverence.
It's amazing. And this wine that paired with it.
Yes.
Can you tell me anything about that?
The Viognier. That is a local out of Hotchkiss, Colorado. It's more on the minerally side. They are a husband and wife owned winery, and they actually named their winery after their cat Storm, who would always go down into the cellar during storms.
That's great, Crystal. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Amazing pastries and desserts on here as well as regular meals. Look at this pistachio dessert for lunch. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's got layers and layers of pistachio and oh, it's really good. Amazing. It's sweet but not overly sweet. I like that. And then a chocolate mousse cake. You know, there's a bakery, Gateau Bakery, a local bakery in Denver, where she brings in fresh desserts for every trip. She made this. That's fantastic. Again, not overly sweet, just right.
Try it again the second time.
Salud! What a great first day we've had here on the Canyon Spirit. We started out this morning in the Mile High City, have driven on this train for 8 hours. We've had breakfast, lunch, some fantastic meals, a whiskey tasting, and enjoyed the vistas and the scenery. Just fantastic, and the wildlife. Now we're headed into Glenwood Springs. It's like an old cowboy town. There we're going to have a dinner tonight, stay in a fantastic Colorado hotel, hopefully get out and see some of the hot springs. This hotel is pretty cool. It's the place where Teddy Roosevelt stayed so much they called it the Western White House, and some famous gangsters were there. You can have a great time with us tonight. What a great first day this has been on the Canyon Spirit. And we're here at the Glenwood Springs. We've had a great day on the train. Now we're gonna head in, get some dinner, and go to the biggest hot springs in the world. Come on with us. So at the end of the first night, we're in Glenwood Springs. Notice the name? The largest hot springs in the world, right here. I'm in it right now. It's feels like it's maybe 105 degrees, like a hot tub, and it, mineral water. It's amazing for you. So we're going to try this out for a while. If you come here, you probably should too. There's 2 of them in town. We're in the main one, right across from our hotel. There's a lot to be said about the medicinal value of soaking in hot springs because of all the minerals. The infamous gunslinger, Doc Holliday, came here with that in mind. He was near the end stage of having tuberculosis, and he came here and dipped in the hot springs regularly for 59 days. Unfortunately, his disease was too far along, and now he's buried at the top of a hill. You can go see his tombstone. Wrapping up day 1 of our amazing trip on the Canyon Spirit. We just got out of the hot springs. I feel completely drained. So Marty and I came here to grab a drink with you at Doc Holliday's Saloon. Welcome to the Hotel Colorado and our second morning on the Canyon Spirit ride across the West. This is a very famous hotel built in 1893. Presidents like William Howard Taft and Teddy Roosevelt stayed here, the unsinkable Molly Brown, all kinds of famous people, Wild Bill Cody, Doc Holliday. Also in World War II, it treated 6,500 patients as a naval convalescent hospital. The other interesting thing about this hotel is, legend has it that it's a haunted hotel. We stayed last night here in the Hotel Colorado in Glenwood Springs. This is a famous hotel. A lot of famous people have stayed here, including President Teddy Roosevelt. He stayed here so often in 1905 for a bear trip and handling his presidential business here. They sometimes call this hotel the Mini White House. And get this, downstairs in the restaurant, there was a stream coming right in from the mountain, and they would catch live trout there and serve him fresh fish right while he was here in the hotel and the restaurant. And this is the suite that he stayed in, the Roosevelt Suite, right here on the second floor of the Colorado Hotel. So here we are ready to jump on the train for day 2, but I wanted to just note to you a couple interesting things. So one of the cool things is in the morning when you ride the Canyon Spirit, you don't have to bring your big suitcase with you. You just leave it in your room, they pick it up and take it to the next destination. End-to-end concierge service. This is the train tracks. Right behind us is the Hotel Colorado. There's the Glenwood Springs, and down here is the train track. So this is what it looks like on a bright, brilliant morning, man. Getting ready to jump on the train for day 2 to Moab. All right, let's start day 2. All right, Lee's serving us today. Look, I got my new Great Canyon Spirit hat. What do you think? Is it fashionable?
It's amazing.
All right, good.
Beautiful.
We got some great food coming this morning, like
That's
always.
right, always.
And you serve up in one of the cars.
I do.
What is the car you serve in?
I serve in the lounge.
And the lounge. And it's free drinks all day long?
Free drinks all day.
What the heck are you people trying to do?
I know.
Breakfast on morning 2 on board. Eggs Benedict, Denver style, with shaved bison on top. Let's give that a shot. All right, Dallas, so we are on the Maiden Voyage
Yes.
of the Canyon Spirit. Tell me how that differentiates from the Rocky Mountaineer up in Canada that we rode a couple years ago.
Yeah, so we've been operating Rocky Mountaineer in Western Canada for 36 years this year. And then we originally launched this route down in the US, our first standalone route in the US in 2021. And we just traveled between Denver, Colorado and Moab, Utah with an overnight stop in Glenwood Springs. Last year we announced that we wanted to rebrand our US operations. We wanted to give it its own unique identity, separate from Rocky Mountaineer, and really have it reflect the area that we're traveling through, the region, and potential future expansion in this region as well. So for 2026 and onwards, our US operations will be under the brand name Canyon Spirit, and our Canadian operations will remain under the brand name Rocky Mountaineer, still operated by the same company, still owned by the same family ownership. Private
Armstrong Group?
Yes, Armstrong Collective, the Armstrong family, Peter Armstrong, who founded Rocky Mountaineer. And so that was just a way for us to kind of give this amazing route its own identity and have it stand and shine outside of Rocky Mountaineer and the legacy that Rocky Mountaineer has. So still building on that legacy, but with its own identity.
So you've had millions of people riding. This is just a fantastic voyage. I think it's very unique, this kind of excursion trains where you're just going during the day. It's not an overnight thing, right? And why is that?
Yeah, so we only travel during the day and our guests spend the night in a hotel in our midpoint destination so that the guests don't miss any of the scenery. If you're sleeping on the train, some of those sleeper trains, you're missing all of the best part because you're going through there in the middle of the night. So we don't want our guests to miss any of the scenery. That's really the very best part, and this allows them to see everything.
That's great. If people want to find out more about it, what can they do?
They can visit our website at canyonspirit.com or follow us on Instagram, Facebook at The Canyon Spirit.
Very good. Thanks,
Yes,
Dallas.
thank you.
Yeah. So when you're on the train, you basically get breakfast and lunch each day, and then you go to a hotel at night and you have dinner there. This is a baked chicken burrito, done local style. Let's give it a try. Yeah, Chef Poe does a tremendous job, and they pair it for you with a local Riesling. Light, it's good, goes great with chicken. Got a little bit of bite, but not much. So we're on day 2 on the train, and some people might wonder, well, it's a 6-hour ride. What am I going to do the whole time? Well, they have different fun things every day. It's called a cheese and honey activation. Steve, my buddy who writes out of Winnipeg for travel magazines, is joining me. So they have all these different types of cheeses and honeys that are local, and you can try it. So this one, I think it's called Barely Buds. It's got like coffee in it. Let's try that. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So fun things you can do along the way. One of the great things about riding on the Canyon Spirit is some of the wonderful stories that are told, nostalgia. Right here, just outside of Glenwood Springs, in a place called Parachute, Colorado, the last train robbery to occur on this line happened in 1904. The notorious bank robber and train robber, Kid Curry, got on board the train, had the train conductor drive 3 more miles, and then 2 more folks got on the train with him, his accomplices, to rob the train. When they got to the safe and blew it up, it was empty. The train had gotten onto them, the train line, and so they had made sure that there wasn't anything on this one. Kid Curry ended up killing himself after he got injured in the gunfight and ended up being buried right in Glenwood Springs along with Doc Holliday. But there were 2 more bank robbers that got away and they never identified them. But the rumor is it was Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So, funny I should meet you from AAA on an excursion travel train, because AAA does a lot more than just like if your car breaks down, right?
Paul, you're absolutely correct. AAA is more than roadside assistance. In fact, our second largest benefit that we offer our members is AAA travel services. And what a lot of people don't understand is that AAA can give you travel services that are from end to end, meaning through AAA travel agents. They can book every single detail. There's Amtrak.
Hey, there's Amtrak, yeah, great.
Every single detail of your trip. Or you could book it online by yourself, or you can use a AAA travel agent that's virtual, kind of like a Zoom call.
Like nobody uses travel agents anymore, it seems like. It's all AI driven. You guys actually have real live people helping?
We sure do. And not that AI is bad for booking your travel, but if you miss your plane, who are you going to call when you use AI? With a AAA travel agent, you can just pick up the phone and someone can help you book your next flight, or can book you on the Canyon Spirit seamlessly. And the other thing is that we also offer travel insurance, which a lot of AI, they can tell you where to go, but we can also help you book that as well.
AAA's pretty good. I like the AAA magazine too. I'm in the Northeast, I get the magazine, I love it. So what are you doing on the train?
I'm on this train because we are strategic partners with the Rocky Mountaineer and the Canyon Spirit. And so I'm here experiencing it so I can write and tell our members what it's like to be on this amazing train.
Well, the sights have been fantastic. It was fun hanging out with you last night at the Doc Hollidays. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for people to find it on Transit Unplugged, but also on AAA.
AAA.com/connect.
There you go. As we wrap up day 2 on board the Canyon Spirit, we arrived just outside of Moab. We're going to catch a bus over here and get into the hotel, then have some dinner tonight. Come on with us. After a quick stop at the hotel, we're in downtown Moab, Utah. This is where the train stops from the second leg of the trip. Tomorrow we'll be headed to Salt Lake City after a tour of Arches National Park, which is right near here. It's got the most arches of any national park in the country, 200. We're going to see some of them tomorrow. We'll show you. Also, this town has an interesting history as part of our World War II uranium search. They found uranium here and mined it for World War II. Then we're going to have dinner tonight and have a good time. This is also a great place for all kinds of outdoor adventures, you know, rafting and biking. It's a fun little town, Moab, Utah. Welcome to day 3 of our Canyon Spirit adventure. This morning we woke up at the hotel and then vans brought us out here to the Arches National Park, the 8th most popular park in our national park system here. We're standing in front of Balance Rock. I guess you can figure out why it's called that. We're going to take a tour of this and show you some of the sights. It looks like a fabulous place to visit before we get back on the train and head up to Salt Lake City, where we end this Canyon Spirit adventure. It's kind of like an alien landscape out here, isn't it? It feels like we're on Mars. But this is sandstone, and they say at one time this was all covered with water, like an ocean, and that's where the sand came and created these. Fantastic. The bottom of these things are much harder, they say, and the higher you get, the softer it is, and it erodes over time. Soon we're gonna go see these arches they've got. Let's go see those. Now we're at the double arches part of the park. Look at that, 2 arches back to back. These are naturally formed. There's 2,000 of these arches across the park. Let's go a little closer.
Okay, I have the afternoon tea here for you. We have the regular scone, cheese and rosemary. For the savory items, we've substituted the lobster deviled egg with the chickpea deviled egg instead. And you have the regular sweet items and then cream and jam on the side.
So this is the tea service for lunch, and you got your scone, of course, and the jam and butter. And then for savory, got a cucumber sandwich, a lobster deviled egg, some tomatoes in a little cup there, and then the salmon, and then some sweets, which we've certainly had our fill of sweets, and then a pairing, kind of like it's an iced tea, but it's got fruit flavors in it.
Sublime.
Cinematic.
Transformative.
I'm going to give you 2 one-word answers: mesmerizing and fattening.
Choo-choo charming.
Intoxicating.
Realicious.
Eye-opening.
Analog.
Enchantingly nostalgic.
Loco magic.
Celebratory. We're celebrating our 55th wedding anniversary.
We're about to pull into the final stop, the end of the line in Salt Lake City. This trip has been amazing, and it's proven that sometimes the journey is really more than the destination. We've had an amazing time on this maiden voyage of this new route called Canyon Spirit, from Denver to Salt Lake City, through the cities of Glenwood Springs and Moab. This isn't just a train ride from point A to B, it's more like a luxury cruise on rails. Incredible nonstop food and drinks, all included. You've got amazing hospitality, 5-star hospitality from the staff, amazing storytelling along the way to bring you into the stories of the landscapes you're seeing, and amazing, fantastic lounge cars like this one, where you can relax and mingle with your neighbors. My buddy Jay Fox,
All
great
right,
to see you,
man.
head
Good
of
to
the
see you,
UTA.
too.
We got a big ceremony coming in. This is the Maiden Voyage of this Canyon Spirit.
Yeah.
What's all this about?
Yeah, so it's first arrival here in Salt Lake City. It's really nice to see this kind of train service come in here. It's even more connectivity for us. Great partner in Union Pacific and Amtrak to make this all happen. So, and of course, anybody who wants to connect into our system, our platform for front runners right down there.
That's what I was going to ask you. So you all connected here with your system too, right?
Yeah. Anybody can, if they wanted to jump on our system, we're right here. That's our tracks line. It's Salt Lake Central. They got the buses. Anything they want to get on right here to access our system, they got it.
That's great. Well, thanks for being here to greet us as we come in
my
to your
pleasure.
city, Salt Lake City, baby. So if you're thinking about visiting the Southwest United States, here's my advice. Don't drive it, ride it. On a fabulous train, take your trip on the rails. You can enjoy the panoramic views, food and drink, making friends all along the way. Thanks for being with us on Transit Unplugged and traveling with comfort.